Alright, this is going to be my Raw review. I made this direct upload on YouTube, but clearly it wasn't working because I've been waiting for the past 20 minutes for it to process, and it's not processing, so I'm going to try this. Raw was okay today. It wasn't the best show, but it definitely had its high points and its low points. High points being the well, not the match, but the segment with, well, the potential match that could be happening with Daniel Bryan and Shawn Michaels. He had the yes lock. Shawn kind of started tapping. And Daniel Bryan got laid out after, so now it's like, what's going to happen? I wouldn't have Shawn Michaels on Raw for the next couple weeks. And reason being because technically Bryan did get wiped out by the Wyatts, and you would assume that Triple H had something to do with that. And you had, what else was good? Oh, what is it? The fact that Ryback has a long losing streak going on where he lost to CM Punk in like 5 minutes in a street fight, which is kind of sad because I remember 1 year ago this guy was pretty much on top. He was the #1 contender for the WWE title against CM Punk. The show ended with him literally on top of the cell saying, "Feed me more," even though he lost. But since that time, that 1 year mark, he has taken a downward spiral. And for the main event, you had Big Show interrupting. A guy who is banned from the building has his own entrance. He came down, he laid out Orton, he stayed in the ring some more, waited for Triple H, and not one single authority of the law enforcement of Orlando, Florida, must suck because no one came out to take out a guy who was barred and banned and not supposed to be there. They just sat back. I don't know what happened, but when the story kind of comes together, you'll kind of know why no one stopped this person, and I think it'll be Vince McMahon at the end. But that was the main event. I guess they're teasing a Triple H versus Big Show match again. So I remember their storyline where Big Show had his hand taped up because Triple H nailed him with a sledgehammer. I don't know. Weird things, weird matches like that I won't forget, but that's all I remember of their feud from whenever it was. And yeah, that's pretty much, I don't remember anything else from Raw. Oh yeah, the cash-in. Damien Sandow losing his Money in the Bank cash-in match. After he beat the hell out of Cena, he still can't do it. That is the definition of a guy who sucks. You beat the hell out of a guy, bad arm and all, have a long match, or however long the match was, and lose. I didn't even think Sandow was ready for that briefcase. I wouldn't even think he's ready for the title, to be quite honest. Even though the world title's made for that stepping stone, Sandow hasn't even reached that stone to step on, really. He's that lower mid-card guy who's pretty much only good for main events and maybe a SmackDown. But, you think that from winning the case, he would have got elevated a little bit. But, all he'd been doing is losing matches, and the guy that he kind of screwed over for that briefcase, Cody Rhodes, is now, main eventing or putting on great matches at pay-per-views, and Sandow's kind of on the pre-show. So it shows you how that worked out. But those are really the main points of Raw. It was an okay Raw. It wasn't the greatest. But we're going to see. We're going to see how it goes, especially with the Daniel Bryan and Shawn Michaels thing. I think that's what everyone's waiting to see the result of. Can it lead to a Shawn Michaels comeback? It might. I hope not. But I'll talk about that in the next video, and which I'm going to film right now. So I'll see you guys later.